Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to this has to be what? Day number 3. Can't believe it already. Wednesday. Day number 3. This has to be week 2, spring 2025 of our journey together, and it's definitely a delight. It's certainly a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. Let's begin. Let's get right into it. So today we're going to be looking at, we still on simple interest. We'll be on simple interest for the entire week. And then next week, we're going to move on to another topic, which is hire purchase. But for now, let's continue our journey on simple interest. Today is Wednesday. Just giving you different questions and you see things in different way. Today is Wednesday, January 2025. The subject is, of course, mathematics. All right. And the topic is simple interest part. This is part 3, right? Simple interest. Simple interest. Part 3. All right. All right. All right. All right. I think we're ready. All right. Good. All right. All right. So let's recap quick. Wait, let me unmute. Let me turn mic. So quick recap for those of you who are here so far. When we say good night, good night, good night, good night. Let me
Good night.
good night. All right.
Mr. Kuti, can you disable the chat, please? I mean, enable the chat, please. I would like to say something.
No problem. Let me enable it. All right. Let me do that. Good. All right. So let's begin. Yeah. So quick recap. We know the formula for simple interest. Can someone help me with this, with the formula for simple interest?
P times R.
P times R times T.
100.
Very good.
100.
P multiplied by R
times T
multiplied by T all over what?
100. 100.
All over 100. Very good. Now we say that the P stands for what?
Principal.
Principal.
P stands for the principal. Now the principal is going to be the amount what?
You have.
Amount borrowed.
The amount borrowed. Very good. Principal. The amount borrowed or what?
given. You know.
No. Principal is the amount borrowed or what?
Invested.
Or the amount you put in the bank.
Very good. The amount borrowed or invested. All right. And then the rate, sorry, the R is for
Rate.
the rate. Yeah, sure. The interest rate. And that's always given as a percentage. And then T is
Time.
time. And this is very important, especially for today's lesson. Time is always measured in what?
Yes.
Time is always measured in
Yes.
years. We always express our time in years. All right. Now, when we say annum, per annum, what does per annum mean?
Per month.
Annual.
Yeah.
Per month?
No, per
Yeah.
year.
Per year. What? What does per annum mean?
Per year.
Yeah.
Per year. Very good. Per annum means per year. All right. So we just want to be clear on that. Where is Ajani? Ajani, are you there? Where's Ajani? Claire joins. Is Ajani here? Are you there, Ajani?
Yes, sir.
Ajani, I noticed that you never do my quiz. You haven't done a single quiz all the since the year start. So why is that? Why are you not doing my quizzes, Ajani? And then you go quiet. Go ahead, explain why you haven't done my quiz, Ajani? What happened? You thought I was no. So Ajani, you have to do the quizzes. So I'm going to send you all 4 the quizzes that you miss. And I also want you to be doing the quiz inside the chat. I mean, that I'm going to do for the day. All right. So make sure I do the quizzes, Ajani. Don't just be here not doing the quizzes. All right. Do you hear me, Ajani?
Yes, sir.
Good. And that goes for everyone. Make sure that when we have the quizzes, make sure you do it. I mean, all year he hasn't done a single quiz. Like a single quiz. That's not good, man. So make sure when I send the quiz inside the chat, you are doing them. And Ajani, once you do the quiz, make sure to take a picture, a screenshot of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Do you understand me, Ajani?
Yes.
Good. A saving account earns interest of 2.5%. What kind of account is this?
Savings account.
Savings account per year, which means that are they borrowing money or are they investing money?
Investing.
Investing, very good. Calculate, boy, calculate, there we go. The interest earned on $840 in 6 months. Calculate the interest earned on $840 in 6 months. Good. The
But
chat, go ahead. Go ahead.
excuse me, but you said had a few days from yesterday that every number in the time is always identified as years?
Ah, smart. But this is what the questions say, right? It's a past paper. I didn't make this question up. It literally says a saving account earns interest of 2.5% per year. Calculate, 1 second. Oh boy, there we go. Calculate the interest earned on $840 in 6 months. All right. Does anyone have any idea of how we're gonna do this?
No,
What y'all
sir.
thinking? How are we gonna get this done? Anyone have any idea of how we're gonna do this? No one?
2.5.
We're gonna turn it decimal.
Interest it is.
Say it again.
By halving it?
By halving what?
That's a good question, you know.
All right, so anyone else want to try? How
How
are we
about
gonna?
just
We have to
like
find out.
6 months into decimal?
We have to find out what?
We have to find out how much the interest is for 12 months, and then we could just, well, at least for each month, and then we could times that by 6 for the amount we get for each month that it would be for the interest.
You don't have to do all that.
Since time is always
Really? Oh, wow.
in years,
Uh-huh.
you just put the 6 months as like 0.5.
Say it again.
Oh.
Yeah, say it again, Aiden.
Since time is always measured in years,
Uh-huh.
we can turn the 6 months into 0.5.
Very good. So he nailed it, right? He put the nail right on the head by saying that. He's absolutely right. Remember, time is in years. So if it was 1 year, we just put 1. But since it's half a year, it's gonna be 1/2, which is 0.5. So let's go ahead and write that down. So we know that the principal, which is the amount invested, is gonna be what? What's the
840.
principal? The principal is
840.
840. Very good. $840. We know that the the rate, which is R, is 2.5%. And the time is what? The time is what?
The time is
0.5.
0.5.
6 months, which is what?
0.5. Wait.
Yeah, 6 months, which in this case, we're gonna say that's equal to 0.5 of a year, because that's basically half of a year. All right. Y'all understand that? Like 6 months is half a year. So let me ask a question. So let me show you what we did. So basically what we did was, right, we said that 6 months, 6 months over what? Over 12, right? Because it's 12 months in general. And we divide both top and bottom by what? What we divide both top and bottom by?
by 6.
By 6.
Yeah.
6 divided by 6 is
1,
1. 12 divided by 6 is
2.
2. And this is gonna be equal to what? A half or
A half.
0.5,
By
right?
5.
We wanted it as a decimal, right? Let me ask you a question. What if it was 3 months?
You would divide by 3.
So if it was 3 months, we would say we do the same thing. We'd say 3 over what? 3 over 12. Then we'd have to simplify it
By 3.
by 3, right? Simplify it by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is what?
4.
12 divided by 3 is 4. So it's going to be 1 over what?
4.
1 over 4, which is equal to, written as a decimal, 0.25,
25.
yeah, as a decimal. What if it was, let's say it was, let's say it was 9 over 12, 9 months. If it were 9 months, what are we gonna say? 9 over what? Over 12. Divide both top and bottom by what?
3.
By 3. Gonna be equal to what? 9 divided by 3 is
3.
3.
Over 4.
12 divided by 3 is 4. 3 over 4 is what? 75. 0.75. So it's like money. So it's like you have 25 cents, 50 cents, 75 cents. So if they give us 6 months, how much is going to be in terms of a year? If they give us 6 months, how much is going to be in terms of a year?
Half of a year.
Half of a year, which is what as a decimal?
0.5.
0.5. Very good. So 6 months is 0.5, right? 3 months is what?
0.25.
0.25, right? 9 months is what?
0.75.
0.75, right? Right? And the list goes on and on and on. So all you gotta do, just put it over 12 and then change it into a decimal. All right. But in this case, we're dealing with 0.5, and the questions of the day, we're only going to be focused on 0.5. And so we have the principal, we have the rate, and we have the time, which is 0.5. Now all we need to do is we need to go ahead and multiply them. So it's going to be simple interest. Simple interest. Did anyone get an answer for this before anyone get that answer?
10.5.
What y'all got?
10.5.
You say 7.5?
I get
10.5.
10.5, okay. All right. Anyone else? Anyone
10.5.
10.5 as well? Okay. If you get anything other than 10.5, let me know. Because that's what people saying. They saying is 10.5. Let's check.
I got 10.5 as well as 17.
What, 10.5? Okay. So the principle is, wait, let's do the formula. P, let's do this right. So P multiplied by R multiplied by T all over 100. In this case, the principal is what? 840. So in this case, the principal is 840. The rate is what? The rate is 2.5. And the time is 0.5 of a year. We're gonna put that all over 100. Do you all understand this part so far? Let me know, please, if you all understand this part.
Yes,
so far.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, the only thing that we need to do is, what I would do, I would cancel. That's what I'm thinking. So I would say, okay, I can cancel out this 0 with what? That 0. Yeah. And I can multiply what? 84 by what?
2.5.
84 multiplied by 2.5. So it's gonna be equal to, what can we multiply this? 84 multiplied by 2.5. So I calculate this. I need the space. So, oh boy, that's not being nice.
210.
What you get?
210.
210. So what we're gonna have here, we guess gonna be equal to all over. We have the 10 at the bottom. 84 times 2.5, you have to figure out what that is. So 84 multiplied by 2.5. Now with 2.5, what number is behind the decimal point?
The 5.
5. So we only have one number behind the decimal point. So 5 times 4 is 20. Put the 0 down, put the 2 up. 5 times 8 is what?
40.
40
42.
plus 2 is 42. Yeah. Plus 42 is 42.
So 210. Sorry.
Then we put the 0 down, right? How many times does, well, we say 2 times 4. What's 2 times 4?
8.
8. What is 2 times 8?
16.
16. Good. And so we have is, we have, let's go add this. We have 0 plus 0, which is 0. We have 8 plus 2, which is what?
10.
10. Put the 0 down. Put the 1 above. We have 6 plus 4, which is 10, plus 1 is
11.
11. And so it's going to be 200. So the answer is what? 2,100? That's the answer. You're going to tell me, is
no,
the answer?
2,100
Yes,
times
sir.
0.5.
You have to put the
Is it 2,100?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Times 0.5.
You sure?
it's
110.
21.00.
It's what?
110.
21.00.
I hear someone saying it.
21.00.
110.
Someone is saying it, but I don't know who it is.
21.00.
210.
210. 210. Very good.
It is 210.
Now, how is it 210? Remember this decimal point? Remember this decimal point?
Because you dropped the 0 behind the decimal point.
Yeah, we have to put this decimal point right here. So which means that we have 210.
Also, I was right.
It was
And
right,
I'm-
yes. 0.0. Yes, we can. 210.0, which is just
Okay.
two, which is just what? 200 and what? Just 210. Because we dropped a 0.
I get 105 for my answer.
105?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone else got 105? He said he got 105.
Mr. Petit, when you get the 2,000 well, 210.
Mhm.
Are you, because you know what I went ahead and did? I multiplied 840 by 2.5. I
Mhm.
got 2,100.
Mhm.
But then when you get that, you will have to multiply that answer by 0.5.
No,
And I guess that's the reason why he got 105.
no, no. You got 105 for a different reason. You have to respect it. There's no points with these stuff, right? So we're gonna explain it. So we have 210 times 0.5. Can we cancel out any zeros?
Yes, so.
Okay, so we're gonna cancel what? This zero with that zero. Yeah, so we're left with what?
21.
21 times what? Times
0.5.
times 0.5. All over what?
Over 1.
All over 1. So basically the answer is gonna be the product of 210 and 0.5, which is basically half of 21. So that's basically what it's saying. What is half of 21? So 21 multiplied by 0.5, 0.5. We
So,
have.
Mr. Batik,
Mm-hmm.
so Mr. Batik, the answer will still be 105.
We can see right now. 5 times 1. 5 times 1 is what?
5.
Why did I put 6? Why did I put 6? I was probably thinking adding. All right, 5 times 1 is
5.
5. 5 times 2 is
10.
10. We put the 0 down. 0 times 1 is
0.
0. 0 times 2 is
0.
0. All over. 5 plus 0 is 5. 0 plus 0 is
0.
0. And 1 plus 0 is
1.
1. Oh, so the answer is 105 after all, isn't it?
No, sir.
Isn't the answer 105?
Bring
Yes,
down the
it's
answer.
10.5, I think.
Isn't the answer 105?
No, it's 10.
05.
It's
Anyone?
10. It's 10.
It's 10?
0.5.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
Remember, we have a decimal point there, right?
Yes, sir.
So what does that mean? We have a one decimal point, one decimal number behind it. So we have to put
So
the
10.5.
you have to put the point right there. It's gonna be 10.5. So it's gonna be 10.5. All right. That's where they gone wrong. They did not put the point. Some of you did not put the point here. So we have 10.5.
I have the point, but I just see it.
Yeah, right. So we have 10.5.
No fear.
Put the 0 at the back. I believe you. You don't have to defend yourself. All over 1. I definitely believe you. All right, wait, let me put this. It's gonna be 10.5 over 1 and then 10.5. 10 in dollars, so 10 point.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
Do we have to multiply like that, or can we just use a calculator?
Okay, so 1 second. It's gonna be 10.50. Now notice, I'm gonna answer the question right now, Genesis. Now notice we put the 0 at the back. Now why do we put the 0 at the back? The reason why we put the 0 at the back, anyone can tell me? Why do we put
Cents.
It's in cents, dollars.
It's in
Cents,
dollars, yeah. All right, so the answer is $10.50. Okay. Anyone have any questions on this? Anyone have any questions?
No, so
Okay. Let's do another one. So basically, so the simple interest or the interest earned is going to be $10.50. Okay. And how do we do that? All we did was very simple. All we did was, let me erase this. Please tell me you're able to erase. Oh. All we did was we multiply, well, we cancel out the zeros, cancel the 0 with that 0. After we cancel the zeros, we say 84 multiplied by 2.5, which gives us 210. We cancel the zeros again, then we say 21 multiplied by 0.5, and 21 multiplied by 0.5 is 1050 over 1. It's going to be $10.50, and that's the answer to this one. All right. Y'all sure y'all didn't have no questions on this? Let me know, please. Let me know.
not for me.
No questions? Okay. All right. So next, we have question number 2. Let me do another example. Ivory, where's Ivory?
All right.
Okay, explain how we got 10.5, please.
Okay, so the way I got 10.5, I did 84 times 2.5, and that gave me 420, and then I had to plus that by add that by
You did what?
680. I had to add that by 680.
No, explain that again.
I did 84 times 6.5.
Oh, you multiply 2.5 by 0.5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then what you did after
And
that?
then I got 420, and then I added that over 680.
680. Where are you getting the 680?
Not 680, 80. I added that over 80. Sorry.
80. Where the 80 coming from?
I'm reading what I have on this paper, but I know I added it, and then I got 2,100, but I know where to put my decimal, so I got 210, and then I added 210 by 5, but I didn't put the decimal, so I times 210 by 0.5. Got 1,550. Yeah, and then I knew where to put place my decimal point because there was 2 numbers that would be
so
behind the decimal.
you kept the 100 at the bottom.
Yeah, I got the same answer as you do.
You got $10.50.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So a saving account earns interest of 4.5%. Let's do this next one. So a saving account earns. So the key is knowing how to, provide a working. So a savings account earns interest of 4.5% per year. Calculate the interest earned on, let's say, $920 in 6 months. Now, like I said, the difference between this question and the questions that we've done previously is that time was given to us automatically in years. But in this one, time is given to us in terms of months, so we have to convert it from 6 months. And so what is our principal in this case? What is our principal for this question?
920.
920, very good. One moment, let me, some people are unable to talk, so let me unmute the mic. All right. So we have the principal, which is what? 920.
20.
Very good. The rate, which is what?
4.5.
4.5.
4.5%. And then the time is going to be what?
0.5.
This is very important. Time in years. So since it's 6 months, it's going to be how much in terms of decimal?
0.5.
0.5.
0.5. Very good. 0.5. Let me ask you a question. What if it was 3 months?
0.25. 0.25.
0.25. What if it was 9 months?
0.75.
0.75. Good. All right. So the principal is 920. The rate is 4.5%. And the time is 0.5 years. So let's go ahead and multiply these things. Anyone got an answer yet? I ain't got mine yet, but anyone got an answer yet?
And then
I put mine.
Okay, if you got the answer, what y'all got so far? What y'all got for it? For those who did get it.
20.7.
20 point, 20.7?
10.
Yeah, so.
Okay. This is 20. This is 18. Let me enlarge it. Ariana, do you have any questions for me? Where's Ariana so far?
No, so I understand completely.
You understand completely? Very good. And Alex, do you have any questions? Where's Alex?
No, sir, not at all.
Not at all. Okay, good. So what is going to be the principal in this question?
920.
920 is the principal. Very good. What is the rate?
4.5.
4.5. Just that. And what is the time?
0.5.
0.5. Very good, Shamaya. All over what?
100.
100. Very good. All over 100. Cleveland, do you understand this? Where's Cleveland? Cleveland, halfly. Okay. What are we going to do at this point, Cleveland?
Take out the zeros.
So which zero are we going to take out?
Then put the arrow up top of the 9 to the 4.
So we have to cancel out what? This 0 with what?
The 220 zero.
Yeah. Okay. Then we have to multiply what? 92 by what?
92 by 5.
I mean 4.5. That number 4.5. All right. So we're gonna multiply 92 by 4.5. All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, can I be excused for a moment, please?
Yes, we can. And so what we're gonna do here, I need space to multiply. So let's go ahead and multiply it. So we have 92 multiplied by 4.5. What y'all got when you multiply it?
414.7.
414.
414? Okay.
That's what I got.
Okay. So we have 5 times 2. What is 5 times 2?
10.
10. It's gonna be 10. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put the 0 down, put the 1 up. We have 5 times 9. What is 5 times 9?
45.
45 plus 1?
46.
46. Very good. Put the 0 down. And we have 4 times 2. What is 4 times 2?
8.
8. Very good. And then we have 4 times 9, which is what?
36.
36, 36. So put the 6 down and put the 3 here. Okay. And then we add 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 8 is
14.
14.
14. Put the 4 down. Put the 1 above. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 1 is
11.
11. 3 plus 1 is
4.
4. I got 4,140. How about y'all? Y'all got for this one?
That's all.
No, sir, you have to respect the decimal.
400.
I got
414.
4,140.
But you're correct. I mean, incorrect.
I'm incorrect? Why?
Yes, so you ain't put the decimal down before
Uh-huh.
the 0.
Very good. So I need the what? I need to put the decimal point
Decimal.
right there. Now, if we add 2 numbers behind the decimal point, then we remove 2 spaces. But since we only have 1 number, it's just gonna be what? 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. Good. Multiplied by what?
0.5.
0.5
All over 10.
all over 10. Good. Next, we have to take 414 and multiply by 0.5. So basically, we have to find half of 414, which I'll go for that one. Y'all multiply it.
207.
207.
Hold on.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
Yes, 207 over 10.
Yeah, 207 over 10.
207. Mr. Big, I
207.
send you my answer in the chat.
Let's see.
$2.07.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Jerusalem. I see it. So we have 414, and we multiply that by what? 0.5.
I get 20.
0.5. We say 5 times 4 is
207.
5 times 4 is what? 20.
20.
5 times
20.
1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. 5 times 4 is
20.
20. Put the 0 down. 0 times 0. 0 times 4 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. And so we are left with 2,000. 2,000. 70. So 2,070. Is that correct? So we got right?
No.
No, sir.
No.
You have to add the decimal.
Mr. Pretty, don't forget your decimal.
Exactly. I have to remember my decimal. So we have this one. So it's actually just gonna be what? Because we dropped the 0.
207.
It's gonna be 207. What's your final answer, by the way? What's your final answer? Over 10.
103.5.
Say it again.
103.5.
103.5. Anyone else?
I got 20.7.
Anyone
I got
else?
27.
20.7.
20.7.
20.7.
Yes, sir. 20.7.
20.7.
20.7.
20.7. Y'all just saying 20.7 or y'all actually got
$20.07. Sorry.
That's what I got exactly.
What you got?
I got $20.07.
$20.07. How did y'all get that? What we have to do here?
We have to divide 207 by 10.
Very good. We have to divide 207 by 10. So
Or you
that's
could just
Oh wait, $20.70. My bad.
$20.70, right? Can I just cancel out the zeros?
No,
there's
sir.
no 0 in
No,
the
sir.
back of the 7.
Like, can I just cancel this 0? This 0?
No, sir. No, sir.
No,
No.
sir.
What you mean?
You can't have 0 in the middle.
Why can't I cancel it out? Why
Because
can't
it can't be divided by.
The reason why you can't cancel out is because it's not at the back. All right. If it was at the
And I
back,
will make that number 27.
and make it 27. If it was at the back, then you could have canceled, but you can't cancel if it's in the middle. So let me show y'all. If it's by 10, now here's an easy way to divide. So we trying to divide 207 by 10, right? Dividing by 10, 100, and 1,000 is very easy. Because if it's division by 10, does anyone know the secret? If it's division by 10, what you have to do? Anyone know?
Go to
If
decimal
it's
point.
division by 10, I think you carry the decimal place over.
Just carry the decimal place over by 1. That's it. So just gonna be, yeah, just gonna be what? 20.7. All right. If it's division by 10. This is a very important shortcut. You have to use this because anyone gonna divide by 10. Like, why would we do that? Well, you don't have to show all our work. I mean, you could, you still get the same answer. But if it's division by 10, you just have to move over to the left. All right, so it's gonna be $20. I got $20 and 70 cents. That's what I got, $20.70.
I went and I multiplied, Mr. Petit.
You multiply by 10, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so just be careful. So the answer is $20.70, not $20.07. $20.70. Did anyone else get this? $20.70. Let me know, please, for your answer.
I have that.
I
Me too.
did.
You have that? All right. All right. I don't know if y'all understand it. I don't know. Are y'all getting it? Let me know, please. Let me know if y'all
Yes,
understand this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
A bit.
Who said a bit? Who said a bit?
I got that.
You got it? All right, let's try this instead. Put I inside the chat if you understand. Put I inside the chat if you understand. Put N if you do not understand. Let's see if y'all would respond like that. Let's see. Malay is putting the I. Okay. Keisha Smith. Okay. And put I inside the chat if you understand. Put N if you do not understand. All right, let me know. What I also want you to do is take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need everyone to answer. Some people are still not answering inside the chat. If you do understand, put I. If you do not understand, put N, so I could know who needs assistance. All right. Chad, okay. All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, may I use the bathroom,
Mr.
please?
Petit.
Yes, we can. Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
I don't understand. I was running late, so I just looked at this math.
Mhm.
For the simple interest, the representation of T is time, and I see you have 0.5. Why you have 0.5?
That's a good question. So time is it's always measured in years. So notice that this is 6 months, right? So it's half of a year, so it's 0.5.
Okay.
All right. Any other question? I see some people who say they don't understand. Aikisha, which part don't you understand? I think Aikisha said she didn't understand. Aikisha Smith.
I didn't understand the last part, like with the crossing over.
Crossing over? Which one? Which one are you
To the
talking about?
bottom.
You mean
The
this?
last simple interest.
You mean this?
Yeah. No, the red one. The top of that.
This?
Yeah.
Okay. So we did here. Give me 1 second. All right. So what I did here, Aikisha, are you here? That's Aikisha. Miss Smith.
Yeah.
So what I did here, I canceled out this 0 with this 0, right? That's what I did. And then I left with 92 multiplied by 4.5.
Okay.
And then what I did was they give me 414 when I multiplied the 2 multiply by 0.5 because I still have the 0.5 that I need to multiply. All right. Then I divide it by 10.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
1 second. Then I divide it by 10 and so 414 multiplied by 0.5, that give me 207. Then I divide the 207 by 10 because I had the 10 already from here. Okay. And once I divide them, then I get 20.70 when I divide these two. Does that make sense? Or no? Let me know if you understand that.
Yeah, it makes sense. So you were saying, I see you have the 207 there. You say the decimal point goes.
Oh, you mean when I divide it by 10?
Yeah.
When I divide it by 10, I just move it to the left. All right. Or you could actually divide it by 10. And then you still get the same answer. But a shortcut is just moving it to the left. Because it's division by 10. If it's division by 10, you move it to the left once. If it's division by 100, you move it to the left twice. If it's division by 1,000, you move it to the left 3 times. All right.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right. Okay, so have you already sent in this work? Let me know if you already sent in this work.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, what should we do? Should we do quiz or grade exercise?
Quiz.
Graded
Quiz.
exercise. Quiz.
Quiz.
Quiz. Quiz.
Mr. Petit, may I use the restroom really quickly, please?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. All right, let's y'all don't want to write. That's why y'all want to do grade exercise. I mean quiz.
I sprained my hand, Miss.
No.
Yes, sure. All right.
Well, there's plenty votes and
Excuse
only
Mr.
one
Petit.
vote for graded
Go ahead.
exercise.
Go
I
ahead.
feel as though if we do the graded exercise, we got to write like 5 paragraphs.
These questions are short today for some reason.
No, but what if you do like multiple questions
Yeah, that's
in like
correct.
one?
That is
That'd
correct.
be too long.
Challenge. Y'all remember that challenge?
Oh, jeez. That was too much.
No, the challenge is nice. Now, come on. Y'all don't be like that. The challenge was nice yesterday. All right.
Challenge mean.
All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna put so I gotta be ready for so that means nobody getting less than 100 on my quiz then. Since you want to do quiz. All right then, sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna put the first quiz inside the chat. Let me put all 2 of them one time. And then we keep it together later. So it's gonna be the first one. Where's Ajani? Ajani, are you there? Where's Ajani? Ajani, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You have to do the quiz. You understand me?
Yes.
Good. So make sure you do the quiz, and everyone else, make sure you do the quiz. Don't just be here and you're not doing the quizzes. That don't make no sense.
You can send inside the chat again.
I haven't sent it yet. All right, so I'm gonna put inside the chat in 5, 4,
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
3, 2, 1. It's inside the chat. Once you started the quiz, put started inside the chat again. Once you started the quiz, please put started inside the chat. These are 2 very easy quizzes. No one should be getting less than 100% on these quizzes. We are too easy.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Mariah. I think that's Mariah.
Yes, sir. Can I be excused, please?
Yes, quickly.
I have to come off it and come back.
No problem. Everyone should be on the quiz and doing the quiz, right? Do not be like a Johnny who was here and is not doing the quiz. Make sure you're here and you're doing the quizzes. And if you don't do the quiz, then I'll figure it out and then I'll have to call you out. You don't want that to happen. So make sure you have your quiz and you're doing it properly. If you do not understand how to do it, please let me know so I could be able to explain it some more for you. But it's just 2 simple quizzes that you all should be able to do very quickly. Once you finish the quiz, 1 second. Once you finish the quiz, I need you to take a picture of your grade. Take a picture of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish the quiz, I need to see a picture of your grade and I need to send it via WhatsApp. You do not understand. Someone said they don't understand. Akira, I will explain it again. Resend the quiz. Someone wants me to resend the quizzes. Let me see if I have them here. Good. The quizzes, I resent them inside the chat. You have to get, how much you have to get on this quiz to pass? It's out of 15, so you have to get at least a 12. Kaino, Mark Fee, where's Kaino? Kaino.
Yes, sir.
You have to redo your quiz, all right?
I know.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Malaya Major, where's Malaya Major? Malaya Major. Malaya, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You have to redo it.
Yes, sir.
Same thing with Devin Barr. You have to redo it. So it's clear that I have to reteach this because I don't know what happened to y'all with these quizzes. Wait, never mind. Empress, very good job. Nathan, very good job. Ethan Smith, very good job. Travanti Cooper, very good job. Jernell Jervis, very good. All them persons who I called got 100%. I don't know how, but they got 100%. Very good. On the first try, so that's impeccable. Tanaya, excellent. Michaela Maki passed
These
as well.
different or that's the same ones?
This is two different. All right. Two different. All right. Two is different. There's only two of them. All right. They test the same thing. So very good. Okay. Ajani, where's Ajani? Where's Ajani? Ajani, where are you?
Yes.
Take a picture. Take a picture. Take a picture. Take a picture of your work and send it to me, Ajani. I need to take a
picture of it.
Take a picture of it. Take a screenshot. That's what I should say. It's a better way to.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
you could send the quiz again, please. My iPad went dead.
No problem. Let me resend the quiz inside the chat. Who all are finished with the quizzes and pass with passing scores? Let me know if you finished the quizzes and pass with sensible grades. So far I see. Take a picture of your grade and send it to me, please. Levantini Lavarti, you need to redo that. You need to redo quiz 1. Very good, Cameron. Very good, Alandra. Very good, Freddie Dean. Very good, Asia Moxie. Very good, Ajani for quiz 2. Xavier, very good. Jaden Branchador, very good. Where's Jaden? Jaden Branchador.
Yeah, so
Very good. Did you send me the screenshot of your quiz?
yeah, so
Good.
Excuse me, Miss Petit.
Mm-hmm.
When you said that, that's when I closed it out by accident.
Who's that speaking?
Empress, and I didn't even get to see my score.
This is the second one?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you got a 0 to 15.
What?
I'm just kidding. You got all right.
Oh, my heart dropped just now. I was about to say what?
Mr. Petit, that's very wicked.
I swear.
No, she did well. She did well.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, is it good to have like one wrong?
One wrong. What's Ethan Smith?
12 out of 15.
12 out of 15 is a pass. But Ethan, man, come on, we on the hundreds.
No,
us.
man, do it over.
Okay.
Ethan, come on, man. Crimson.
That's right.
That's Crimson.
I'm here.
You quietly getting the hundreds today. That's what you're doing. That's the plan.
Yes, sir. I was terribly ashamed last time.
Quietly getting the hundreds. Nothing wrong with that. All right. For those of you who are finished with the quizzes, I need you to take a screenshot of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. Very good, Michaela Maki. And who need me to send the quiz again? Anyone need me to send the quiz again in the chat? If you do, I can send it again. I'm gonna resend it. I think Zion asked for it. Good. All right, so For those of us who are finished with the quiz, I want us to do, I want y'all to do this one. This is not really a challenge question. It's just grade exercise. We call this grade exercise number 1. Let's go ahead and do it. This is for those who are finished with the quiz. Uh-huh.
Can you go back to this?
Go back to the slide. All right, so for those of us who are finished with the quiz, we're gonna move on to the grade exercise. I'm gonna put it inside the chat. Not in the chat, I'm gonna put it on the screen right now. So the grade exercise says number 1. So a savings account. Anyone got all right on both quizzes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Me.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, I did mine again, and I got 100.
very good. Anyone pass both quizzes? Anyone pass both quizzes?
Me.
Yeah, so
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
Put I inside the chat if you pass both quizzes. Let me see. Put I inside the chat if you pass both quizzes. Let me see you all.
There were 2.
There were two quizzes.
You could send the second one, please.
Send the second one. Okay.
I needed to.
Say it again.
I need the second one too.
Okay, no problem. Empress, not you with the I. All right, let me see. I'm going to.
Yeah, you said put I in the chat, so I did.
We just not finished the first one. Slow and steady, but you got all right.
You got all right?
Yeah, slow and steady, Mr. Reese.
Very good. Okay. I posted the all 2 in the chat for you. Where am I now? Okay, good.
Mr. Batu,
Uh-huh.
I texted you in the chat.
Yes, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. A saving interest earns interest of, let's say, 4.5%. No, let's do 6.5%. That's a lot though. Per year. Calculate the interest earned.
Sorry about the long numbers.
I noticed on $360 in 6 months. And then number 2, a savings account. Should I change it from 6 months to 3 months? Y'all gonna be able to handle that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
All right. Of 3.5% per year. Calculate the interest. Calculate the interest earned on $420 in 3 months. All right. No, 3 months is unlikely. Let's do 9 months. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Just two of these. So once you finish with the quiz, then you can go ahead and do these two questions.
I trusted you.
Zion Davis. Where's Zion? Zion Davis? Where's Zion?
No.
Have you finished your quiz?
Quiz number 2.
Quiz number 2. Calvin Hyla, where's Calvin? Calvin Hyla. Where are you? I don't know why
What's
I
up?
can't. Calvin, why are you not responding to me?
I had to fix my mic. Because
What-
it was working at first.
What are you on? What quiz are you on?
I'm on quiz 2.
You're on quiz 2. Okay. And did you send in your notes already? Have you sent in your notes already?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ajani, did you do all 2 of the quizzes?
Sorry, Mr. Petit. I only see one quizzes.
Ralph, you only saw 1?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna resend it again. It's 2 links. Look carefully, it's 2 links. All right, I probably sent this quiz like 1,000 times. Amia? Where's Amia?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing? The quiz or are you doing the
I doing the graded exercise.
what number you on?
Number 1.
Number 1. And Anne Jean, what are you doing? The quiz or the grade exercise right now?
I'm doing the quiz.
Which one? The first one or the second one? The first one or the
That's
second?
the second one.
The second one, okay. And Brianna Moss, where's Brianna?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing? The quiz or the grade exercise? Which one you want?
The grade exercise.
Let me ask the question. Have you sent in your notes to me?
I can send them right now.
So what happened? I have been asking them for a very long time. You have to send your notes, Brianna, and also your quiz grades. Did you do the quiz?
Yes, sir.
What you got on the quiz?
12 out of 15 because I mistakenly missed a question.
All right, but you have to send in your notes, Brianna. Understand me?
Yes, sir.
Good. Owen. Very good. Where is Daxia Smith? Daxia,
Yes, sir.
have you sent in your notes?
Yes, sir.
What's your number?
395842.
3958402. 04?
Yes, sir.
I don't see your notes. I see your notes from yesterday, but I don't see your notes for today.
I send it.
You sent it when you sent it just now?
No, when you told us to send it the first time.
Resend it for me, please. I don't see
Mr.
it.
Petit, can you send the second quiz, please?
All right, no problem. Joseph Kalma.
I got a 12 out of 5.
Okay, that's no problem. Joseph Kalma. Where's Joseph Kalma? Joseph Kalma.
Mr. Petit.
1 second. Where's Joseph Kalma? Joseph Kalma. I can't hear from him. Missing in action. Yeah, someone have a question for me?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
You sent 2 questions because I
It
only
is.
see 1 question in the chat.
If you look carefully, it's 2 links. It's 2 links. So look carefully, it's 2 links. All right, anyone finished with question 1 for the grade exercise?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And let me see what the rest of y'all doing.
Okay, Mr. Petit, I got a 15 out of 15. Please.
Did you send the picture of it to me on WhatsApp?
I'm gonna send it right now.
Yeah, you have to do that. Jemiah, where's Jemiah?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in your work?
No, sir.
You have to send in your work, Jemiah. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
So take a picture of it and send it to me. Where is Michaela Maki?
Yes, sir.
You on the quiz or you on the grade exercise?
I'm doing the grade exercise.
All right. Do you understand what you're doing for this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Lavontanique, where's Lavontanique? Levantinique, are you there? Yeah, I don't have your notes, Levantinique. I don't have your notes. I don't have no notes for you for the day. So you need to you need to send your notes. Send your notes, Levantinique, and also your quiz grades. Okay, no problem. Samaya with a Y. Where's Samaya?
Yes, sir.
Where's your notes?
I haven't sent it yet because I'm doing some homework at the moment.
Samaya. Okay. I don't even see your notes. The last time I see you send me notes was last week, Thursday. So what happened? What do you be doing in my class?
I'll send them now.
You have to send them, Samaya. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
And then we have what's her name? What's Xavier Cooper? Where's Xavier Cooper? Can't have from Xavier. Xavier Cooper? Okay. Shamaya?
Shamia, yes, sir.
Sorry, Shamia. What number you on?
I finished.
Finish 1 and 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Kylie and Kyla? Have you all sent in the work?
Mr. Petty, I'm going to do the graded exercise now. I missed one of the questions, the second quiz.
All right, no problem. Kylie and Kyla, where are y'all?
Yes, sir.
Who's that? Kylie or Kyla?
Kylie.
So what happened? Where's your notes?
My mommy is using her phone right now. I'll send it when she's done.
So what happened to Kyla? Kyla, where are you?
You did join late, so she didn't get them.
No. I'm speaking to Kyla. Where is she? Why she can't speak? Call Kyla for me, please. I don't know why she always ducking.
Yes, sir.
Why are you always ducking?
Ducking.
Yes,
I
ducking.
joined too late today, so I didn't get the notes.
So what are you doing right now?
Doing the second quiz.
What you got in the first one?
12.
Okay. Please send in the notes once you finish writing them down. All right.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Are we ready to answer these two questions or no? Let me know, please. Are you all ready to answer them? Finish?
Yes, sir.
Empress. Excellent. Anyone else or just Empress?
Pardon?
Are we finished with?
Still number one. I almost finished number one.
You still on number one?
I still on number 1 too.
It's still on number one. Okay. So y'all.
I finished both.
You finished both.
I'm on number one.
Okay. So apparently we're still writing. We're still working. Okay. Well, Empress, we're not finished yet. So give us some time. Chanel Jones. Where's Chanel Jones?
Yes, sir.
What are you working on?
Well, I was doing my homework,
Okay.
but I took a screenshot of everything. So when I'm finished, I will write it.
Mr. Badi, can I go to the bathroom
But
really quickly, please?
no, but you can. But Chanel, you don't send me no notes. I don't know notes for you, Chanel.
Yes, sir.
So you have to take the class seriously, Chanel. All right. You have
Yes,
to.
sir.
So once you finish the thing that you're doing, you have to send in the notes since you say you already send in, already have the screenshots. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Stanley Eugene. Where's Stanley Eugene? Someone say don't have the second quiz. Stanley Eugene, where are you? Where's Stanley
Sir?
Eugene? Have you sent in your notes yet, Stanley?
No, sir.
So what happened? What are you waiting on?
I can send it right now.
All right, take a picture of your notes and send it to me, Stanley. This is the first slide for those of you who missed that. Stanley, not Stanley, Levantinique. I am ready to move on. Because we have to answer these. Can't be waiting all night for this. So let's go ahead and.
Mr. Petit, may I use the bathroom, please?
Who's that speaking?
Michael.
Micah. Cambridge?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I'm on number 2
Mm-hmm.
on the graded assignment, and I don't understand.
Number Ariana, okay, no problem. You have to
Well,
take
with the 9 months,
the 9 months is class. Remember what we said about 9 months? What we say about 9 months?
the name?
It's 75.
3/4.
9 months is going to be what?
75.
3/4.
3/4, which is what?
75%.
0.75.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So use 0.75 for the second one. All right, let's go ahead and answer this. I'm ready to answer these. Can't be all night on this one question. All right, so simple interest. Simple interest. Simple interest. Simple interest. It's going to be equal to the principal, which is what? 360 multiplied by the rate, which is what? Multiplied by the rate, which is what?
6.5. 6.5.
Very good. Multiplied by the time. Time is what in this case?
Half, so it's 0.5.
Very good. 0.5. All over what?
100.
All over 100. Me personally, I would cancel this 0 with that 0. We're going to be left with what? 36 multiplied by what? 6.5 multiplied by what? 0.5.
0.5.
Very good. Multiplied by 0.5. All over 10. That's going to be equal to so we have 36 multiplied by 6.5. When you multiply them to what y'all got?
234.
230.
234. 234, very good. So it's going to be 234 multiplied by what?
0.5.
0.5, very good. Multiplied by 0.5. All over?
10.
All over 10. Yeah, all over 10. It's
Then you
equal
get
to
117.
it's equal to 234 multiplied by 0.5 is what?
11.7.
$11.70.
7 all over what?
10.
All over 10, very good. It's going to be equal to what y'all get as a final answer when y'all divide these two.
11.7.
11.7, very good.
I got 11.7.
Very good. So $11. So $11. $11.70. So I got $11.70. Did anyone else get this? Let me know, please. If you got $11.
Yes, sir. I did.
I did. Excellent. Very good.
Excuse me, is it still wrong if you won't put the little dollar sign?
It's not wrong, but you want to put it. Now sometimes in the exam they help you out by they put it for you, but sometimes they don't. But in general, make sure put it if we're dealing with money. So it's going to be $11.70. All right. Let me know again who got it. Let me know, please.
I did.
I did.
I did.
Good. All right. Let's go ahead and do number 2.
I did.
You got kicked out. All right. Good. Number 2. So for number 2, we have simple interest.
I'm back. I got kicked
Yes, I noticed.
and I couldn't
This-
join back. It wasn't letting me.
I don't know why it's do that. When you say it wasn't letting you, what was it saying?
Like it wasn't saying anything. It was just loading.
Oh, okay. All right. So what's the principal in this case?
420.
420 multiplied by what?
3.5.
3.5, which is the rate, right? Multiplied by what? Here is the thing. Here is the thing. We have 9 months. Do you remember what I told y'all to do for 9 months?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. 0.75.
0.75. Very good. So 9 months is gonna be 0.75. All over.
100.
All over 100. Excellent. And this is going to be equal to, we cancel what? This 0 with what? That's 0. And we have 42 multiplied by 3.5. So 42 multiplied by 3.5. That gives us what? 100 and what? 47. Multiplied by what? Multiplied by 0.75.
$100.
All over.
20. 100.
All over 10 in this case,
10,
right?
10, 10.
10. Okay. Malaya Major, where's Malaya Major? Malaya Major, where are you?
Right
Malaya.
here.
What do you want, question 1 or question 2?
I just finished question 1.
Okay, do you understand how we got $11.70?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you want question 2 now.
Yes, sir.
How did you do on the quizzes?
I got 50 out of 50 on the first one. I got I think I don't remember what I get on the second one.
So Malaya, you're not sending in your notes. What happened
No,
to
because I don't have
You don't have what?
my phone.
Okay, so you have to send in your notes, all right? Ask
Yes,
Adi,
sir.
and also take a screenshot of your grade on okay, you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Good. So we have 147 multiplied by 0.75. What y'all got for that?
110.25.
Say it again.
110.25.
Very good. 110.25. 110.25. All over what? All over 10?
10.
All right. I have a good idea. Why don't I just cancel out this 0 with that 0?
You can't because the 0 isn't at the back.
Why can't I count? And it's in the back of the 1?
Yeah, the decimal.
And I,
Excuse, please.
Stavonia, where's Stavonia?
I'm right there.
Yeah, Stavonia, what happened to your notes?
I said no.
You sent them to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So here we're gonna divide 110. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Excuse me, Mr. T. I send you the answer for that in the chat.
In the chat, let's
You
see.
check it, please.
Let me see, Jerusalem. When you send that? I don't see that. When you send that? Send it again, Drusilla. All right, someone, while she sent that, someone is asking me how I got 9 months. I mean, 0.75. Anyone brave enough to explain how we got 0.75?
You put the 9 over 12, you divide it, and you get 0.75.
Very good. So we put the 9 over what? 12.
12.
Where we get the 12 from?
Because that's a year.
Very good. It's 12 months in the year. And it's 9 months that we have accounted for. So 9 over 12. And it's going to be, we could simplify, right? It's going to be 9 divided by 3 and 12 divided by 3. 9 divided by 3 is what?
3.
3, very good. And 12 divided by 3 is?
4.
4. And if you divide these two, if you divide 3 and 4, you get 0.75. So for that person who's asking how I got 0.75, this is exactly how I got 0.75. All right.
Hey, Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get the 3 from?
9 divided by 3 is 3.
I mean, what told you to use the 3
Oh,
to divide against the 9?
that's a good question. Does anyone want to help out with that? How do we know to use the 3?
Because the 3 could divide into 9 and 12.
Very good. The 3 goes into 9 and 12 without leaving a remainder. All right, so that's why we chose 3. There's no other number that can do that besides 1. And so we use 3. 3 is the greatest common factor. Does that make sense?
Hello, patient. You
Yes,
try
sir.
call me?
All right, good. Next, we have 110.25. We have to divide it by 10. What are we gonna do? We're gonna move it. Remember I told y'all the trick? I don't know. Who used the trick? Who used the trick? Anyone use the trick?
I ain't
Wow.
gonna lie, I was gonna use it, but then I wasn't trusting it at the same time.
I mean, I gotta use it.
Same.
It works all the time. You're gonna divide this whole thing by 10?
I felt like I had to skip too much zeros.
All right, put it to the left, just 1. It's gonna be what? 1 point, what? 0
0
2
2 5
3.
2 5. All right, so the answer is 11.025, but the problem with this is we have to round because it's like 3 numbers behind the decimal point. But since we only need 2 numbers, so we got to round. So 5 is greater than, once it's 5 or greater, we add 1. So it's going to be 11.
0.03.
0.03, yeah. 0.03. 11.03. And so that's our answer, 11.03. How many persons got this? 11.03. Or y'all got 11.02?
I did.
What y'all got?
The thing I got 11.02 because I work it out. I did not use calculator.
Uh-huh.
And I remember not 5 or nothing. So that's what I use.
When you work it out, you would end up with 3 numbers behind the decimal point.
Yes, and I wasn't sure what I needed to do
What you
at
needed
that
to do,
point, so I
yeah.
just wanted to put it.
You just
And
put
that's
it.
what I did.
All right. So, but you have the round in this case because it's 5. Once it's 5 or greater, you could add 1. Like once this number is 5 or greater, we could add 1. In this case, it is 5. In this case, it is exactly 5, so we could add 1 here. It's 11.03. All right, does that make sense? Drusilla?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. All right, so we got 11.2. Anyone got 11.03 and rounded actually?
I did.
No, I left it at the 0.
I didn't.
You
See, it was on the final part. I didn't.
You didn't? All right. All right, good. Okay. Go ahead, someone have a question.
Could you always round it off though, like that?
You always round it. You could always round. You should always round. Especially if it's 3 numbers and it's talking about money, right? If it's 3 numbers and behind it, there's no point. And it's talking about, we didn't have the round in these cases. Why? Because it was only 2 numbers, right? So we didn't have the round. It already gave us 2 numbers. But in the case where they give us 3 numbers, 4 numbers behind the decimal point, we have the round to the nearest 2 decimal place. All right. Okay, this is simple interest. Put an I inside the chat if you understand simple interest. Put an N if you do not understand it. What do we prefer, simple interest or ratios?
Ratios, please.
Interest.
Simple interest.
Simple interest.
Ratio.
I like interest. I like ratio.
Ratios. 1 equal part. Fred and Tom, apples.
This is not simple
shared
interest.
equal.
Too much handwriting.
Too much handwriting. All right. Okay, so all right. Someone say ratios. Okay. All right, so it's 7:30. So you know what time it is. Kanan, you know what time it is, right?
Challenge question time.
Challenge question time. This shot, boy. This challenge question. Let's just do it.
You said challenge.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Yes.
I think I'm about to disconnect again.
I know, right? Wi-Fi, my Wi-Fi choppy. Boy, this one, to be honest, this one ain't easy.
You side too hard.
This one is not easy. I usually say the challenge question is easy, but it's just a lot of steps, man. But if y'all get, man, if y'all could get this challenge question on the first go, listen, I'll be proud. But more than likely that's not happening. But hey, surprise me.
Wow.
Let's let's see.
Everybody lock in.
Lock in, lock in, lock in.
Negativity for me.
Lock in, lock in. Y'all could surprise me. Especially Sashanik. Let's see if she could surprise me. All right, she borrowed the money from, so I'll just purchase a car. She borrowed the money from Banco Bank at a simple interest rate of 8% per annum. Where's Xavier Miller?
Yes, sir.
I need you to get this right. For 3 years. Where is Shania Mitchell? She paid the bank 600 and 30, it's about 6,000. Yeah, $36,360 in interest charges. Question A. Calculate the amount. Calculate the amount borrowed from the bank. All right, Ajani, where's Ajani? Where's Ajani?
Yes, sir.
Ajani, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read this question for me.
Elsa purchased at a simple rate of 8% per annum for 3 years. She paid $6,360 in interest charges.
Read part A.
Calculate the amount borrowed from the bank.
Very good. And Shamaya, can you read this question as well?
Elsa purchased a car. She borrowed the money from Banco Bank at a simple interest rate of 8% per annum for 3 years. She paid the bank $6,360 in interest charges. Calculate the amount borrowed from the bank.
Very good. Calculate the amount borrowed from the bank.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. Help me to understand something. Is the 6,360 just the interest rate or the total?
I don't know. I don't know.
You could have helped me with that.
I
too,
need
because
I think I know how to do it.
Tavana,
I
you
got
think
it.
you know how to do it? Who think they know how to do it?
So
I
Go
do.
ahead.
I think I know how to do it.
You think you know how to do it? Let's try Tavana first. Go ahead, Tavana.
I minus 600, like 6,360 minus, and then open bracket 8 times 3 close bracket, which equals 6,360 minus 24, and then I do it now.
Are you doing it now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else wanna
Remember, we gotta change the years
I have
into
a
months.
question.
Why would you change the years to months?
I have a question.
Because why would we change it? Why wouldn't we change it, Mr. Petit?
Remember, time is always in the years.
Yes, but we have to change it to months, right?
Why would you change it to months? No.
It
Yeah.
can't be Shashanikdu.
No, you shouldn't.
But that's what we did yesterday.
We only did that. We only did it because he's trying to find the total amount repaid.
Oh, okay.
That's only reason. We didn't do it. Inside the simple interest question itself, we always do time in years. All right. Where's Xavier Miller?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
1 second. Where's Xavier Miller?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Where is Ann Jean? Ann Jean, are you there? You should be able to answer this question. Where is Condoleezza? Where's Condoleezza? Shania Mitchell. People like y'all should be able to answer this.
Yeah, so
What happened? Think about it.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Kanan. Let me hear you.
Okay. Before I tell how I think it should be done, I have a question to ask about it.
Go ahead.
By interest charges, like you know how we with the regular questions we're trying to find the simple interest, right? Is the simple interest the same as interest charges?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never done this question before in my life. I don't know.
Okay, well, it depends on that. But
depends on that?
If you don't know the answer for that, I have 2 possible ways, I guess.
You have 2 possible ways. So try it. Try it.
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Kino.
I think I get the thing.
You think you get it? What your answer is?
26,500.
26,500?
I mean, for the principal, yeah.
I get that too.
Who
For
got
the
that?
money board,
Shamia.
board, right? For the money board.
How did you get that?
Boy.
Because I do 6,360 times 8 times 3. And that's over 100, and that's what it gave me.
I get the same thing.
How did you do it? How did you do it?
So basically, I put.
I want to hear Kino and I want to hear Shemaya. Let me hear this.
So basically, I put 6,000 in a fraction, right?
6,000.
360 over 0.8 times 3.
You put it. Oh, you flip it.
Yes, sir.
Why did you do that?
That's what they teach me, sir.
That's what they teach you?
Yes, sir.
Oh wow. Oh wow. What school do you attend?
Equal. St. Anne's.
St. Anne's. Okay. Anyone else?
6,360 over 0.24 equals 26,500. That's all.
I don't know. I don't know if that's right. I don't know. Who knows?
You can't put BA, so.
I'll give you my answer, but I ain't tell you how I get it though.
What you got?
I have 4,833.
How you got that?
Yeah, I doesn't say I can't believe it.
You can't tell me it's a secret?
Yeah, it's a secret until
It's a secret. I want to know, Shamaya, how did you get it?
I do it the same way. Whoever that was just explained it.
Kino, okay. So you just did it the opposite, just flip it. All right, anyone else?
It's here the same answer.
Go ahead, say it. Don't just say it.
26,500.
How did you get that?
I know you know.
You don't know. No, you copy in Shamaya and Kino. Is that true or no?
No, I just like don't know how to explain it.
You don't know. But what's your working say? What does your working say? Like what you did, what you added, what you divided, like what you did.
Oh, I did something crazy. I did 6,360 divided by 0.
Say it again.
6,360 divided by 0.
Divided by 0.4. Okay.
Mr.
Alright.
Petit, I changed my original answer.
What is it?
I get 265 now.
You got 265.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow. All right. So first of all, anyone else before I start explaining?
I'm sure if I write, I very much so doubt it.
But go ahead.
I got 6,336.
6,000.
336.
But that's the they already gave us that
It's 26,500.
Well, why you say that, Sashanique? Why you say that, Sashanique?
It's hard to explain. Hold
It's
on.
hard to explain, man. How come it's hard to explain?
Okay. Okay, so we already have the interest, which is 6,360. And the years, 3 years at 8% per annum. So the principal is gonna be divided by 0.08 multiplied by 3.
Where you get the 0.08 from?
The 0.08 is when you divide the 6,360 by hold on, Mr. Petit, hold on. I'm gonna tell you. The rate, you put it over 100.
Yes.
That's right. We put the 6,360 over 100. All right. And we're gonna cancel the 0 here, the 2 N1s. And then we're going to say 10 into 636.
So you using did you use 3 in your stuff?
Yes, sir.
Where do you use
But
3?
I multiplied the 3 by the 0.08.
Okay. All right. So
that's for the year.
All right. So here, let me bring back the formula so y'all can see. By the way,
give us something simple.
By the way, let me be very clear. I did not believe that y'all was gonna get the answer, but apparently I have geniuses in my class, so y'all surprised me today.
Mr. Petit, you cool. Cool.
I'm not cool. I'm just being honest. So I am very happy that y'all got it. The answer is 26,500. But let me show you all what's the difference that we're doing here. So remember, all we were trying to do was you were trying to find a simple interest. Now, when we were trying to find a simple interest, they gave us what? They gave us the principal, they gave us the rate, and they gave us the time. That's how it always is. We just have to take them 3 divided by 100. So in this case, however, what did they give us?
They gave us the interest.
They gave us the interest. They gave us the simple interest already, so we didn't have to find that. But they gave us a simple interest, which was what? 6,360. They gave us the rate, which was what?
8%.
8%, yeah. They gave us the rate, which is 8%. And they gave us the what?
3 years.
Yeah.
The time in years, which is what?
3 years.
3. So the only thing that they didn't give us was what? The only thing that they didn't give us was what?
The answer.
The only thing that they didn't give us was what?
The principal.
The principal. That's the only thing that they didn't give us. So that is what we're trying to find. And that's the difference with this question and the previous question that we've been doing. In the past, we've just been trying to find, oh, what is a simple interest? What is a simple interest? What is a simple interest? This time, they give us the simple interest, right? They give us a simple interest. They give us the rate, right? They give us the years. And what we need to do is we need to take all that and try to find what is the principal, like what is the amount that was invested. All right, so that is the difference. All right, so with that, I need to give you all a formula for finding the principal. So let me give you all the formula.
I found the principal.
Yes, we have found it too. We found it too.
I knew I wasn't wrong.
So what you got, Kanan?
I got 26,500.
26,500, very good. So the principal is going to be equal to the simple interest. Write this down. This is a new formula, right? And we're gonna be using this tomorrow. The principal is gonna be equal to the simple interest divided by what? The interest rate multiplied by, and when I say the interest rate, I mean the interest rate as a decimal. That's the difference. Interest rate as a decimal multiplied by
3 years.
the years or the time. Okay, so this is the formula that we will be using, okay, to find the principal. Hopefully that's clear. So again, for the principal, we're going to take the simple interest, we're going to divide it by the rate and the time, and that's how we're going to find the principal.
Mr. Vitti, I did it differently.
What you did?
I did like how you would normally do it, but I did in reverse.
Oh, you did it in the opposite way. That's smart.
Yes, sir.
That's essentially what it is. So we have, okay, so let's go ahead. So let's label our stuff, right? So we're gonna say, this is our formula. So let's go ahead and label it. So in this case, what is the simple interest? Or the interest charges, because they are the same thing. What is a simple interest? Is what?
26,500.
No. 6,000. 6,360. 360. Right. What is the rate? That's R.
8%.
The rate is what?
8%.
The rate is what? 8%. Remember what I told you? Whenever we're doing it like this, we have to express it as a decimal. So 8% is gonna be what? 0.08. And then what is the time?
3 years.
Time is 3 years. Very good. The time is 3 years. So let's go ahead and answer this. So the principal, therefore, which is the amount borrowed and invested, the principal is going to be equal to, what is the simple interest? That's going to be what? 6,260 divided by what?
0.08.
The rate, which is what?
0.08
or 0.08. 0.08 Multiply by the what? The time, which is what?
3 years.
3.
3.
Yeah, 3 years. And so let's go ahead and multiply it. So 0.
I didn't think of it in never in that way.
Yeah, 0.
So Petit, why are you doing it like that?
Why am I doing like that? What you mean?
That's wrong.
Go ahead.
Never mind. Oh, you straight. They straight.
You good? All right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right. Good. Multiply it by 3. All over. 3 times 8 is what?
24.
24. Very good. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 2 is 2. 3 times 0 is 0. And so what we have now, that's gonna be what? How many numbers behind the decimal point?
2.
Two numbers behind the decimal point, so it's gonna be 0. What? 0.24. Exactly. So it's gonna be equal to 636 636 0 divided by what?
0.24.
0.24. You know what? It'd have been better that I keep the rate as a regular number. Let me not change that to decimal. I'm just making our work hard. Let's leave it as.
Okay, my brain hurt now.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 8 times 3. So what I did was I used it as a decimal, but it don't make no sense to do it. Cheapest I just do it as a regular number. 8 times 3 is what? 24.
24.
And then I say 636 divided by 24. No, something's still off. I probably should keep it like that. Yeah, I should have. Yeah, it only works when it's like that then. All right, so we was right the first time. 0.08. Use as a percentage. Or we could multiply the top by a bigger number. I don't want to make it difficult. And so what I'm gonna do, let me change this formula. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, because this is gonna be a formula we're gonna keep on using. So let me add something to this formula. 1 second. Something else we need to add to this formula is, I don't want the rate as a decimal. I want the rate as a regular number. So I'm going to take the simple interest and I'm going to multiply it by 100.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to explain it right now. So let me take this and multiply it by 100. So in the formula, we'll have the interest being multiplied by 100 every time.
So, Mr. Petit.
And so that's the formula now. Yeah, go ahead.
So we trying to figure out the interest amount so we could subtract it by the total amount.
No. We have the interest. They give us interest. We're trying to find the original amount before the interest was applied. Right? So that's the principle. So we're trying to find the amount that was borrowed or invested. Usually they give that to us. Usually, but in this case, they want us to do it in reverse. So they give us the interest, the simple interest. They give us the years. They give us the rate, but we have to figure out the principal, the amount invested or borrowed. In this case, the amount borrowed. You understand that?
Mr. Petit, that's why you asked me where I get the 0.08?
No.
Exactly.
It's like doing the cross
Yes,
product.
because you turn the percent.
Exactly. So you could do it like that, but I'm not gonna be dividing by 0.08. I am not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna enlarge the numerator. So the simple interest is what? We already know that was from the question. That was what? 6360 Multiply that by what? 100. All over what? All over, what's the rate? The rate, I'm not gonna do it as a percentage. I'm gonna keep it as a regular number. So it's gonna be 8 times what? 8 times
3.
8 times 3, yeah. And so yeah, now our numbers are round. So 6,360 multiplied by 100 is what? 6,000. Well, no. 6360. We have to add what? 2 more zeros. So it's going to be 1 and 2. And we have to divide. 8 times 3 is what?
24.
24. So we say how many times does 24 go into 636,000? So let's go ahead and divide that. Okay, so it's going to be 24 into 6, 3, 6, 0, 0.
Question, Mr. Petit.
0, yes.
This way you're doing now, we could always do that.
Yes, you could always do that. Always. If you're trying to find the principal, yes. Divided by 24. Yeah. So how many times does 24 go into 36?
2 times.
2 times. 24 times 2 is what?
48.
24 times 2 is?
48.
48. Put the 48 down. 63 minus 48 is what?
15.
13, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 5. This is gonna be 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. We bring down the
6.
The 6. How many times does 24 go into 156?
6.
6 times. 24 times 6 is what?
144.
144. Very good. 156 minus 144. 6 minus 4 is what?
12.
2. 5 minus 4 is 1.
1.
Bring down the
0.
0.
How many times does 24 go into 120?
5.
5
times. 24 times 5 is exactly 120. We subtract 120 over 120.
0.
Is what? 0. Bring down the
0. 0.
and on the 0. How many times does 24 go into 0?
0.
0 times 0 minus 0. We bring down the
0.
0. How many times does 24 go into 0?
0 times.
0 times. 24 times 0 is 0.
0.
Minus
0.
And so what we have here is it's going to be equal to what? 26,000.
500.
500.
500. This is the initial amount. This is the amount borrowed. All right.
Mr. Petit. You confused me with this week. I ain't lie.
Yeah. All right. How many of you understand this? 26,500.
I do. I understand.
So, you understand it? How many of us do not understand how I got this? Like you like, Ms. Petit, I don't understand, bro, how you got this. If you do not understand, let me know, please.
Mr. Petit? I don't remember how to do this long division.
Oh, you mean with the 24?
Yeah, I just keep getting lost when you start that.
Okay.
You said you put in the whole 24 into the 63, or you just put in the 4 into the 6 and then the 2
No,
into
no. The whole 24 into the 63. So that's why 24 times 2 is 48. All right.
Okay.
So if you don't remember how to do long division, you have to refresh it. I could send you some videos on how to do it. But Kino, what way that you would have done it? Like what you would have done?
Right? I don't even know. I can't even remember.
You can't remember. Okay. Okay, good. So take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Do we need another example?
Yes, sir.
You need another example? Okay, so tomorrow, when we come back, tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow's Thursday, right? Tomorrow. So we're gonna do more of these examples. So today we introduce it. And tomorrow when we come back, we're gonna do more examples on this because today just ain't enough of this. All right.
Yes, sir.
So take a picture of this and send to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send to me via WhatsApp. Akira says that she need more help. What I'll do, Akira, I'll send you some more information to help you with that because I know sometimes it get confusing. So, or you just wait till tomorrow and we can redo it. We can revisit it. So if you have any other questions tomorrow, life lasts, God spare life. We're gonna come back and we're gonna revisit this, especially looking at the principle side of things. All right. Especially looking at how we can find the principle. And then we're gonna wrap things up with simple interest side. All right, but take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Do we still like simple interest?
What's up, but it's been big. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
So I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Mr. Petit, I'm gonna practice and come back.
Yeah, it's all of this is practice. All of this is practice. All right. It should challenge you. So that's a good thing. All right. So let's go ahead, and we have a lot to cover for English. So I don't want us to stay too long on this.
I have to leave, Mr. Petit.
Yes, I remember.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
All right, so let's move on to English language. All right, let's
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Adios, amigos.
All right, good night.
Oh yeah,
Mr.
good night.
Petit, that's it?
No, we have to do English. So let's go ahead and.
No, like that's the question.
Yeah, that's it.
You have to write down more passages.
There's more to this, but we have to finish. We have to get to we have to understand A first. It don't make no sense me going to B and C. All right. All right. So the last several classes we've just been focusing on what? Critical thinking. What it is? Today is Wednesday. So with all them practice on critical thinking, y'all think y'all know how to critically think now? Which y'all see y'all know how to critically think. Subject. I don't want to do another classes. I don't think we certainly do because the more practice the better. But today I don't want to do another critical thinking thing. All right. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna be looking at one of my favorite topics in English language, honestly, is we're gonna be looking at, let me put the topic here, with the dramatic flair. We're gonna be looking at.
What's your favorite?
You want to see what my favorite is? Stylistic and language devices.
I know.
All right, stylistic and
I
language.
like the stylistic part.
All right. Crimson, you're funny. All right, so that's what we're gonna be looking at. Stylistic and language devices. And let me add some, and its effect. That's very important. And their effect. Boy, do they like these sort of questions. So this is the heart and soul of your exams. So we have to go over questions like these. I have to teach you these things. And so how would a question like this look, right? What would they say if they ask you a question like this? So if you are inside your exam, and let's say you're reading a passage, the question literally would say, let me read it to you, because I saw one today, and it was talking about Doris Johnson. And anyone familiar with Doris Johnson and what she did?
Isn't a school named after us, huh?
Yeah, school is named after, but anyone know what she did? Like, we might do that next week, but she was pioneering like women's rights and stuff. So the question literally says, How does Joyce Johnson use a variety of stylistic language and devices in her written argument that the parliamentarians should give Bahamian women equal rights? In your answer, be sure to identify specific techniques, provide examples, and comment on the effect each one most likely has on the reader. And that is one question. All right, so we have
Petit.
Yes, go ahead.
Your mic cut out while you was reading. I didn't hear what you say properly.
All right, let me read it again. It says, the question says, how does Doris Johnson use a variety of stylistic language devices in her written argument that the parliamentarians should give Bahamian women equal rights? In your answer, be sure to identify specific techniques, provide examples, and comment on the effect each one most likely has on the reader. Okay? So what is this question asking us to do? It's asking us to do a lot of things. We have to identify the specific techniques that she used. We have to provide examples, and we have to comment on the effect that each one of those devices that we mentioned has on the reader. So it's a loaded question. And so this is, once you understand this, you could pass any language exam. You'll do very well in your exams if you could understand this and if you could learn the techniques, all right? So you have to be able to identify the technique, you have to be able to give an example of it being used, and you have to be able to state its effect that it has on the reader. 3 things: identify the literary device. Number 2, give an example of the literary device. And number 3, state the effect it has on the reader. That's how you deal with these questions. And so let's get into it because we have a lot to do, like a lot. So let's go ahead and write down the passage. So we're going to write the passage down first, and then we're going to, I wonder if I should even let y'all write down this passage.
Please don't let us read that passage.
Why not? Someone mic is on. Okay, this is what I'll do, because it is a lot to write. So what we're gonna read the passage, and then we're gonna because we have a lot to write anyway, so we're gonna read the passage, and then, because I don't think we have enough time, so we're gonna read the passage, and then we're going to look at the devices. We should get at least 9 devices. All right, so
excuse me, Mr. Petit.
We're not writing a passage, right?
Yay! Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
What do you mean by devices?
Oh, what I mean, we can explain it right now. Yeah, I can explain it right now. All right, so do not write the passage down unless if you want to, all right? But you don't have to write it down. You're just gonna read it first, and then I'll tell you when to write, all right? But take a screenshot to save it, all right? In this case, we're not gonna, because we have just too much to write, and it doesn't make sense to write this down. All right, so I need readers. I really need readers. So
I'll do it.
You'll do it? Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Kanan.
I take a screenshot.
You took a screenshot? Good.
Right there?
No, don't write this. Don't write this. Just take a screenshot of it because this is just the passage. It's just the passage. Go ahead. Kanan, I'll let you read. Lana, you want to read? It's Naya. Lana, you want to read? Let me see. Okay. Go ahead. Condoleezza. Good, you can read Condoleezza. All right, go ahead. Condoleezza and Kanan. Okay, go ahead.
First?
Go ahead, Kanan. Go first.
Passage. Quotation mark. It
no,
is
man.
in vain.
No, you don't have to say quotation mark. Just start reading.
It is in vain, sir, to
extenuate. You got to be ready for this now, Kanan. You sure you're ready for this?
Mr. Petit.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
I sure.
All right, then. Well, read it like you sure.
It is in vain, sir, to accentuate the matter. Gentlemen may cry, peace, peace, but there is no peace. The war is actually begun. The next gale that sweeps from the north will bring to our ears the clash of resounding arms. Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? What is it that gentlemen wish? What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet, as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what curse others may take, but as for me, give me liberty and give me death.
All right. Condoleezza, and then I will read it after. Go ahead, Condoleezza.
Okay. It is in vain, sir, to accentuate the matter. Gentlemen may cry, peace, peace, but there's no peace. The war has actually begun. The next gale that sweeps from the north will bring to our ears the clash of resounding arms. Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? What is it that gentlemen wish? What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet, as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death.
Very good. Excellent. And one last reader. Go ahead, and Lanaya, read it.
You can hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay. It is in vain, sir, to accentuate the matter. Gentlemen cry, peace, peace, but there is no peace. The war has actually begun. The next gale that sweeps from the north will bring to our ears the clash of resounding arms. Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand here idle? What is it that gentlemen wish? What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet, as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death.
All right. Excellent read. All right, so you have this passage. Again, we don't have to write the passage, but I want to keep the passage here. And I just want us to look at the techniques, all right? When I say techniques, what do I mean? You could be, do y'all know when I say techniques or stylistic devices, y'all understand what I mean?
Literary devices like
literary devices.
Commas?
Like what?
Commas?
Commas? No, not commas.
Like for they insert like facts, opinions, and other stuff into their writing.
What you mean?
Like the way that you describe it in the question?
No.
Or the way you answer?
Repetition?
Repetition? Who said repetition?
Me.
Who's me?
Sorry.
Who's me?
Alex DeVille, sorry.
Alex DeVille. All right, this is where we start to write. He was absolutely right. So we're gonna look at the devices or the stylistic. We call it stylistic techniques or devices. Let me spell this right. Stylistic techniques and devices and their effects. So that's what we're gonna be looking at right now. So he mentioned a good one. Repetition. Repetition of what?
The word
words.
Repetition of.
Do we have to write stylistic and language
yes,
devices?
you have to write it. Yes, you have to write it. What happened to you? All right. Repetition. The first one is repetition. Okay. Repetition of what? What is repeated?
Peace.
Say it again.
End sounds.
Peace.
Say it again. What is repeated?
End sounds.
End sounds? What do you mean by end sounds?
Like they rhyme a little bit.
What do you mean?
It's like a poem, kind of.
It sounds like a poem, right?
Yes, a little bit.
It sounds like a poem, right? Yeah, it does sound like a poem. This author is very poetic in the way he expresses himself, right? So let's go ahead. The first device that we're going to be looking at is repetition. All right. Now, remember I said that we have to do, remember I said that we have to not only identify the device, but we have to give an example. So let's give an example of repetition in this text. So example would be what? Repetition would be peace, yeah, peace. But there is no peace, right? That's repetition. Now, remember when we said we also start talking about this effect. So what effect would this repetition have on the reader? So the effect, okay? What effect it would have? So the effect it would have is that it reinforces, write this down, it reinforces the illusion of peace. Do you understand what I mean by illusion? And emphasizes the urgency of the situation, of the matter. Prompting the audience to confront what? Reality. So he says, peace, peace, but there is no peace, right? So what he's trying to say, he's trying to say that what? These people, they saying that they want peace, but they're actually afraid. They're actually afraid of the price of peace. And the price of peace is very costly. And so he's saying there's no peace because a war is actually happening. So he uses repetition to emphasize something. What does he use repetition to do?
Emphasize.
To emphasize something. And that's why we repeat ourselves. So he is emphasizing the what? The urgency of the situation. And so this is how you handle a question like this, right? Obviously, you would write it in a more paragraph form. I'm just listing it for you. But you would say, okay, the technique that the author used is repetition. Then you give the example of the technique that is used. Then you say, the author uses this technique of repetition to reinforce the illusion of peace and to emphasize the urgency of the situation. This prompts the audience, or this prompts the reader, to confront reality. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to identify that device. They want you to give an example. One second. They want you to give an example of the device, and then they want you to state that its effect on the reader. Go ahead. Go ahead. You have a question.
Yeah. So how would we know if it's a device?
Okay. So there are lists of devices, right? So
right.
The list of devices that you have are, you have repetition, you have metaphor, rhetorical questions, hyperbole.
Simile, all of
them are devices. Simile, alliteration, automatopoeia. Give me some more. Allusion. All those foreshadowing. All of those are devices, right? All those ones. And so you have to try to identify those devices that you see in your writing. Personification, right? That's a device. All right. So that's what we mean. Simile, metaphor, all of them are devices. So the second device that I see is I see a metaphor. Does anyone else see a metaphor? I see metaphor and I see personification. So do y'all see it?
Yes, sir.
Where?
The war is actually begun. Is a metaphor?
No, that's not a metaphor. That's an actual real statement that he's trying to make.
The next scale that sweeps.
The next scale that.
The next scale that sweeps from the north.
The next scale that sweeps from the north. Wow, how is that a metaphor?
No, it's like personification.
What is being personified?
A gale can't sweep.
What is a gale?
Like wind?
Bird.
Who said that?
Wind.
A bird?
A bird? A
wind. Like
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Jerusalem, very good. Gale is a strong wind, right? All right, gale is a strong wind. So when he say the next gale, a gale is a strong wind. But he said that the wind is going to do something. He said that the wind is going to what? Sweep the next scale that sweeps from the north, right? So he's that's definitely personification, because he is giving the human quality to a wind, right? The wind is sweeping, right? A wind can't sweep, a wind blows, right? So that's personification. It's also a metaphor as well. All right, and so we're going to explain why it's a metaphor and it's also a personification. So let me give you the example. So the next scale that sweeps from the north, right? So it is a metaphor. Now, so the effect, we got to state its effect, and we got to state, like, why do we say this is a metaphor, and what effect would this have on the audience? All right. So metaphor, what is being compared here? What is being compared?
The gale in the north.
Okay, no. He says the next gale that sweeps from the north will bring to our ears the clash of resounding arms. So when he say gale, he's not referring to a wind. He's referring to a major event, right? So the wind is being compared to the war that's coming, right? The next gale, because gale is wind, the next gale that sweeps from the north will bring what? The clash of resounding arms. That means war is coming. So he's saying that the next big event, the next impending conflict is going to bring about the war. So he's comparing the wind to the war. That's the metaphor right there. So he compares the impending conflict to what? To a powerful what? A powerful what?
Wind.
A powerful wind, or a powerful what? Gale, or a powerful what? Storm, right? So this emphasizes its inevitability. When I say inevitability, what does that mean? And destructive force.
But it's unavoidable.
It's bound to happen.
Unavoidable. Yeah, it's unavoidable. It's bound to happen. That's the personification. That's the metaphor side. The personification side. Personification side. The personification side of this is he gives human qualities, because that's what personification is. He gives human qualities to the what? To the gale or to the wind, right?
Onto the wind.
Yeah, making it feel alive, active, sweeping, and inevitable. All right. So that is how you would explain that. So what are we doing? We are analyzing this. We are identifying the devices that we see. First of all, we identify it. The next thing we do, we state an example of it. Then we explain the effect it's going to have on the reader. Do we see any other device? I see repetition, I see metaphor, I see personification. Do you all see anything else? Do you all see anything else?
Was alliteration one?
Alliteration? Why you see alliteration? Do you see alliteration? If
No,
so,
I was asking if it was one.
Alliteration is definitely a device, but is alliteration here?
I think
Piece from piece. Alliteration is the repeat of like the same letter in the same sentence, right?
Yeah, alliteration is repeat of consonants Yeah.
Mr. Petit,
Same
I
sound.
think I find hyperbole.
But you see hyperbole.
I think I don't know if it's correct, but it says, "Is life so dear, so or peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery?"
Why you think that's
I
that?
think
Why you think that's that? You
because
just go ahead.
Like the way the sentence is worded, I think it's like hyperbole.
That's you can't put that on the exam. The way
But
the
I don't know
sentence
if it's correct.
First of all, you are right. It is a hyperbole. But why is hyperbole?
Because like how it says like peace to be the price of chains and slavery and stuff. That's what I feel like.
It sounds like it's an over exaggeration basically.
Yes,
so he is over exaggerating the price of peace, right? So he is over exaggerating it to show what's at stake, right? And that's a very good one. Let's do that one. Hyperbole. That's a good one. I wasn't gonna put this one first. This is probably gonna be like my fourth one, but let's do it now. Hyperbole. I'm glad you caught that. So hyperbole is the third one. Hyperbole is an over exaggeration of something. So the man is clearly over exaggerating the price of peace purchased at the chains of slavery. Like, bro, like calm down. Calm down. It's just it'll be all right. It's gonna be okay. Okay. But it shows us how much it means to him, right? And I don't think, to be honest, I don't think he was over exaggerating in his mind. I think he actually believed it, and I agree with him. But it is a hyperbole, right? It is an exaggeration. All right. So he exaggerated to show. Why do you think he would exaggerate it?
So you could get the idea.
To show that they were in bad times and living conditions.
Yeah, he would exaggerate it because he want them to like wake up, like come on. Like we want them to like catch their sentence, like but we have to fight. All right, so what's the effect it's gonna have on the reader and on the effect that it has on the audience? So
it will give you a better understanding of the situation and get the point across.
That's very general and broad. What he does it for is that he is trying to dramatize the stakes. Now, when I say dramatize the stakes, what I mean that he is trying to over exaggerate what's at stake so as to prompt these people to action. All right, that's what he's trying to do. So he dramatizes the stakes, appealing to the audience's emotions by presenting an extreme choice. Okay, that's what I mean by that's the effect that it has. All right. So far we have 3. We have repetition, we have metaphor and personification, we have hyperbole. Do y'all see any other devices that we could talk about? Number 4. Any other devices?
Simile.
Simile? Where's the simile?
What about our brethren already in the fields? Why stand we here idle?
What is that?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure what it is?
But as is metaphor.
It's not a metaphor.
Describing.
Oh, Mr. Petit,
it's not a metaphor. It's not a metaphor.
You describing.
But it is. One second. It is a technique, though. All right. Our brethren are already in the field, so he is appealing to their emotion. When he say our brethren, he is trying to create. They call it appeal to unity. He's trying to create an emotion in their heart to let them know that, hey, listen, this is our brethren. This is not like nobody. Like, so that's a technique. That's an appeal to unity, appeal to emotion. It could be an appeal to patriotism as well, but that's a good one. All right, I won't put that here because that one is more nuanced, but It's a good one. Anyone else? What other technique do we see?
I think I have two, but I don't know. Again, I don't know if they correct.
Go ahead.
So it says, our brethren's already in the fields. Why stand we here idle? I think that's a rhetorical question.
Oh my goodness, you on point. It is a rhetorical question.
And the second one is life so dear? Or peace so sweet as it to be purchased by the no, that's not a rhetorical. Or I have an answer. It's like, what is it that gentleman wish? I think that's a rhetorical question.
That is exactly it. It's a rhetorical question. So, and that's another technique here. Rhetorical question. Rhetorical questions. That's rhetorical questions. That is a technique. So the examples, we can find it littered through this one. It's all over. He says, why stand we here idle? We here idle. What does idle mean?
Doing nothing.
Doing nothing. What is it? What is it that gentlemen wish? What would they have? So what is he doing by these rhetorical questions? What's effect is he trying to produce? So let's say, right, I come in your face, right? And I start pointing to you and I say, like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Tell me what you gonna do now. What am I doing to you? What am I by me telling you, like,
you're aggravating me.
Agitating.
I'm agitating
You're
you.
trying to get hurt.
I'm trying to get hurt? No, like, no.
You're
Trying to get a
aggravating me.
reaction out of
They're
me.
in the
Trying to get her.
the listener's emotions.
Playing with their emotion. I doing something. Start with C. Trying to get my point across.
Communicate.
It's a C word. CH. What am I doing? I'm like
conflict.
No. Challenging. I'm challenging you. I'm challenging you. No, challenging. I'm challenging you, right? So by these rhetorical questions, why stand ye idle? What is it ye gentlemen wish? What would they have? Like, I'm challenging you by these questions. I don't expect you to answer. I just challenge you. I want you to be like, what a sick. Like, no, I ain't idle. I want to fight. Like, I trying to basically prompt you to action by challenging you, right? And so we humans, we respond to being challenged. And so he's challenging. So this challenges the audience, right? Right, challenges the audience to reflect on their inaction. And so by challenging them, they would be motivated, right? Motivated, and motivates them to do what? To take a what? To take a stand. All right. So we have what all devices we have so far? I have 4. What all? Tell me what all we have. Go ahead. What 4 we have so far based on this paragraph?
Repetition.
Repetition.
Hyperbole.
Metaphor. Hyperbole. Rhetorical question. And one more.
Personification.
Personification, yeah. Good. We only have 4 devices, right? That's all we can find in there. Can we find any more?
I think I see. I don't know if this one. I know if this one. I think it's use of quotation. No.
So use of quotation. What do you mean? Where I say. You mean where? Which one? What's the example?
Let me see. No, I think that's none.
Now, please, Bam. He's not quoting no one, right? I put the quotation marks because I was quoting him. So he's not quoting. He's not quoting no one. He is saying these words. Anyone else? Anyone else? What other devices we see?
Alliteration.
Who said alliteration?
Naya.
Oh, that was
Where
me.
where do you see alliteration, Naya?
Where he says, where is it? The next scale that sees from the north will bring our ears. Will bring to our ears the clash of resounding arms.
Clash of resounding arms. Crimson, was that what you talking about when you was referring to alliteration? Because I remember you said it too.
I was talking about the peace, but there is no peace.
No, that's repetition.
What about, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death?
What device is that?
That can't be alliteration?
That can't be alliteration. Alliteration is when you use a letter or a vowel repeatedly, right? So like, she sells tea at
the seashore.
There we go. That's alliteration. And then there's another one. Pitter patter.
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
Mr. Petit is not good at tongue
peppers that Peter Piper picked.
Exactly. Whatever that is when you repeat a vowel, or when you repeat not that would be a vowel. When you repeat a letter, sorry, a consonant, it could be any letter repeatedly. It could be a letter, it could be a set of letters, it could be a sound. When you repeat it constantly, that's alliteration. And so Naya said that the clash of resounding arms is alliteration. You want to explain how you think that's alliteration, Naya? That's number 5. Let's see if that.
Because of resounding arms, the R sound.
Very good. I agree. Resounding arms. The R in resounding and the arms in the R in arms. So resounding arms. So alliteration. I also would say, not just alliteration, I would also say alliteration. I would also say that also has imagery. And I would also put, you don't have to put all 3, but I'm going to put all 3. Alliteration, imagery, and also onomatopoeia. Like in your exam, you don't have to put like all. What I mean is, you could separate them in your exam, right? But I'm going to put all 3 because I have limited space, right? So, but onomatopoeia, anyone know what we mean by onomatopoeia?
The imitation of sounds using the words that are used to imitate sound.
What do you mean by that? Onomatopoeia.
Can I give an example? Or
yeah, give me an example of onomatopoeia.
Like boom.
Like what?
Boom or
boom.
Crack. Yes,
crack.
sir.
What else?
Bang.
Bang. Right. All those are alliteration. So alliteration, I meant alliteration. Onomatopoeia. So onomatopoeia is when you have a word that makes the same sound of the word. So where do you see the example of an onomatopoeia in this? What's the example? The
clash.
The clash. Very good. So what word is the onomatopoeia?
Clash.
Clash. Very good. The clash of resounding arms. Very good. And so what effect would it have? So let's talk about first the alliteration. Wow, y'all can't see that A, that's too small, right? So what I'll do is I'll put it inside the chat. So if anyone need
Mr. Petit?
Go ahead.
So in the exam, are we supposed to write it out like with the same format that you're using here? Like
no, in the exam, you're gonna write it out in paragraph form.
Oh, in like sentences.
In sentences, yeah. So you would say, in the exam, you would say, the device that the author uses repetition. We can see that the author uses repetition in the phrase peace, peace, but there's no peace. The author used this. The effect that this device has is that it reinforces the illusion of peace and emphasizes the emergency of the situation. And then you move on to the next one. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? So you would just write it in sentence form. All right. So
sorry, it'll be a passage.
It'll be a, what do you mean it'll be a passage?
Like we have to read a passage.
Yeah, it'll be a passage. Yeah. So
and they left questions, and there'll be a question asked. What is the different devices used?
Exactly. So I'm going to erase most of this because I need space. So okay.
Mr.
Go ahead.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Would when he says give me liberty or give me death, would that be what's the first one? Not alliteration.
Can't even copy and paste it.
Would that be, what was the first one you had?
Alliteration, imagery, repetition.
When he says, as for me, give me liberty or give me death.
Would that be what? Repetition?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, because of the give me.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that. That's true. Give me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even see that. That's a good one. Repetition. Give me. I was going to use that for something. I was going to use another technique for that, but that's true. It is give me. Yes, that's correct. Very good. Eyes there. Okay, so alliteration. Now, how do we know it's alliteration? Let's explain that. Alliteration. We said that the repetition of the R sound in resounding arms adds rhythm. So that's what alliteration does. It adds rhythm and emphasis. All right. That's the alliteration part of it. The imagery part of it, but no, let's do the automatopoeia part of it. The automatopoeia. The automatopoeia part of it is, what is wrong? Is that the word clash imitates the actual what? The actual sound of metal striking what? Striking metal, yeah, of metal striking metal. Enhancing auditory imagery. When we say auditory imagery, we mean with your ears, right?
Sound you picture in your head, basically.
Yeah, it's the sound that you could hear. So when we say the clash, it's like, it sounds like war. The clash. The clash of resounding arms. Like, bro, we in a war. Like, wow. Right? And so that is that. And then the imagery, remember imagery is also another technique. Imagery could be when the author describes something that you could see, when the author describes something that you could hear, when the author describes something that you could touch, when the author describes something that you could so see, touch, feel. When the author appeals to your senses, that's imagery. Let me repeat that. When the author appeals to your senses, any of your 5 senses, that's imagery. What you could see, what you could hear, what you could feel, what you could taste. When the author appeals to any one of your 5 senses, that's what you call imagery. In this case, which sense is the author trying to appeal to by using the clash of resounding arms. What's
sound, no, herring.
Herring, very good, herring. And so that would be imagery vividly describes a battle scene. Appealing to the sense of what? Hearing. All right. Now, I have more, but I'm not going to write it because it's just too much. We're just gonna discuss it. All right. So let's discuss the other ones. All right. So the other ones that I see, and I'm just gonna write it in the chat. All right. Point of view. Point of view is not a technique. Okay. Point of view is not a technique. Now the other ones that I see would be tone. What tone is used in this so tone is a technique. Tone is a technique, by the way. So what tone is used in this
frightened
tone? Not really a frightened tone. I wouldn't say it's a
encouraging.
Encouraging tone.
Well, he like aware of like the situation.
What tone is he using? Is it a compassionate tone? Is it a critical tone?
It's a passionate tone.
Is it? It's a what? Passionate tone. Compassionate or passionate? Which one?
I don't know. Passionate.
I was saying passionate.
Irie? It's not Irie. No.
Yes, passion.
It's a critical tone.
It's a critical. I would go as far as say it's an urgent tone. Can we live with that? That is an urgent tone.
Yes, sir.
Why say it's what example would tell you that it's an urgent tone? It's urgent. What do you use as that?
He said he said, I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or death.
Yes, that's a good one. How about the war is actually begun? That's urgent, right? So it is an urgent tone, and you could use that as an example. All right. So tone is another one. So what all devices that we have so far? We have what?
We have.
Start from the top. Start from the top. Start from the top. We have what? What all devices we have?
Repetition.
Repetition. What else?
Metaphor and personification.
Metaphor and personification. What else? What else we have? Hyperbole. What else we have?
Rhetorical question.
Rhetorical question. What else we have?
Alliteration.
Imagery, and onomatopoeia. What else we have? Tone. Very good. Tone. All right. The next one I want to talk about would be symbolism. I'm going to put inside the chat. Symbolism. Again, I'm not going to write more because
wait to write it down.
You can write it down. But I'm not going to write it down on this because it's just too much. But I'm just going to discuss it.
I could or I have to.
You have to. So write symbolism. So urgent tone and then symbolism. Now the symbolism. Okay, where do you see symbolism in this? Do y'all know what we mean by symbolism?
No, what is symbolism?
I see symbolism in
wait, let's first define symbolism. Symbolism is when you use a symbol or when you use an item that represents something else. So for example, what does a rose represent?
Love.
Love, right? What does a dove represent?
Peace.
Peace. Very good. So, do you see any symbolism using this?
Yes, sir. I think I found it.
What's the symbolism?
Chains and slavery.
Very good. Excellent. Chains and slavery. Where are we? Chains and slavery. That is the symbolism. And he is symbolizing what? It's an old word.
Oppression.
Oppression. Very good. Oppression. So symbolism, and then we have illusion. Illusion is another one. Illusion. So when we say illusion is when you allude to something. Let's say, for example, I say that this class is paradise, right? When I say paradise, what am I alluding to? When I say paradise?
Heaven.
Heaven. So good. I'm alluding to the biblical notion of heaven when I say paradise, right? So if I say, so an allusion is when you use something that was typically used in either a biblical reference or either something that's used in Shakespeare or any other work, and you apply it to your work. So, or it could be an event in history. So he's alluding to slavery. So change and slavery is an allusion to slavery. All right. So we have urgent tone, symbolism, and allusion to slavery. And then finally, the last one I'd say is give me liberty or give me that. That is actually an appeal to emotion. Give me liberty or give me that. That's an appeal to emotion. All right. So
would that be like hyperbole?
That could be hyperbole too. Yeah. Appeal to emotion. So far, what do we have? We have repetition, metaphor, rhetorical question, hyperbole, urgent tone, symbolism, allusion to slavery, alliteration, imagery, automatopoeia, alliteration, and pathos or appeal to emotion. Okay, so those are all that we have. Does this make it a little more clearer on what you have to do when you see these sort of questions?
Yes, sir.
Right. So are you finished writing this down? Let me know, please.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No, still writing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me ask the question again, because only one person answered. Does this make it a little bit more clearer on how you go about answering these questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It still need more practice.
I have a question.
Still need more practice, right?
Yeah.
I think I still need more practice too.
Yes, we definitely need more practice. But this is like our first one. So we have to continue practicing, continue analyzing so that y'all could be able to do this in the back of your line with the back. Like y'all could be able to do it like or know it like how you know the back of your hand. Yes, go ahead.
The stuff in the chat, you just read it after everything I already read on the board, right?
Exactly. Just the stuff inside, just write it after. If you are. All right, so you know what we should do?
So, Mr. Petit, next language class we can be doing critical thinking, or we can be doing this.
Stylistic devices. This is what we're gonna be doing next language class.
It was pretty easy, so
pretty easy. Good.
I agree.
Okay, so we know what we should do right now. You know what you would make a good class?
Quit.
Not go sleep, Crimson. No. All right. The quiz will be posted inside the chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once you started the quiz, please put started inside the chat. Again, once you started the quiz, please put started in the chat. I need everyone to do the quiz, please. You have to try your best to get all right. Try to get all right. But the passing score is, let me see the pass, it's 80%. All right. But try your best to, because this is our first time, so I'm gonna give you all grace. Try your best to do this. All right.
Start the quiz after I finish writing, or
you can do it now. You can do it now. You can take a picture of the notes and then start your quiz. All right. right, so let's see how we doing on this quiz. Go to, let's see. So the quiz is on stylistic devices, stylistic and language devices. It's out of 30. Wow. Okay. I didn't remember. I didn't... repost the quiz. Y'all didn't get the quiz. All right, let me repost it.
Mr. BD, can I use the bathroom, please?
Yes, we can. Someone needs the someone needs the quiz. So let me post the quiz in the chat for you all. Everyone. All right, the quiz should be right down. All right, so the goal is to try to get, it's out of 30. So the goal is to try to get at least what? 26 out of 30.
I think 80% is like 16 or 14 out of 30.
No, that's out of 20.
Oh.
It's out of 20, it's out of 30 now. So like 24. Try your best to get at least 24. All right. 24 out of 30. So Levantini, please redo your quiz. Dejan King, please redo your quiz. Each question is worth 3 marks. That's why it's so. Oh, Tegan, where's Tegan? Where's Tegan? Tegan, are you here? Where's Tegan?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Excellent.
Thank you.
Very good. You were the first 100%, by the way. That's excellent.
I got a 30 out of 30.
Yes, I see it too, Jaden. Very good. Excellent. Destiny Taylor, please redo your quiz. Levantinique, very good. But this is what I want you to do. Take a screenshot of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a screenshot of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Charlton, excellent job. Merkeo, Green, please redo your quiz. Cleveland, please redo your quiz. And Kino, McPhee, please redo your quiz. Krazia Clark, very good job. Amaya Maki, very good job. Nathan Patton, 30 out of 30. I don't know how you keep on doing it, but that's excellent. Isaiah Brown, very good. Patrick, you're really good at this, must admit. 30 out of 30, excellent.
Yes, sir.
So once you've already sent in your work and you've already done the quiz, then you can leave. Where's Ajani? Ajani, have you done the quiz? Are you doing the quiz now, Ajani? That's Ajani.
Yes, sir.
When you finish with the quiz, take a picture of your work and send it to me. Dwayne Henry, very good. You can leave. Cleveland Ramsey, excellent job. Lamar McKinsey, very good job. Chloe, you have to redo the quiz. The aim is to get the aim is to get at least a 24. At least a 24. All right.
Indeed, I try get the 30. I mess up.
I know, right? I know, right? But excellent job though. Travanti Cooper, please redo the quiz.
Good night,
Destiny
Mr.
Taylor,
Petit.
excellent job. Joel Cooper, excellent job. Alea Neely. Who's Alea Neely? Do I have Alea Neely in my class? I don't know Alea Neely. Please use your actual names. Don't use nobody's name. Aiden Bain, excellent job, Aiden. Excellent. Alandra Parker, very good. Shania Mitchell, please redo your quiz, Shania. And Kevin Altador, excellent job. Daxia Smith, you have to redo that quiz. All right. What I want you all to do is once you finish with the quiz and you got a good grade, take a screenshot of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. That's what I need you to do. All right. Jemiah Miller, excellent job. Kino McPhee, very good job. Antoine, that's Antoine.
That's all.
You like barely made it. Like
No,
you just
no. on one of them. I
Uh-huh.
didn't actually press that. I pressed the wrong. So I pressed
Oh,
the thing.
oh wow. Oh wow. Shavette Harris, please redo the quiz. Chloe, excellent job.
When I finish, I could go.
Yes, you can go once you send in the work as well. Ethan Adderley, very good. Lanaya Marshall, excellent job. Kamani Williams, very good. Chai, excellent. Alex Delaveau, very good job. Tanaya, you have to redo your quiz. Markeo, very good. Lanaya Marshall, very good job. All right, Megan Pennerman, excellent.
Thank you, Mr. Patey. Really appreciate it.
All right, no problem. Have a good night.
Repeat that again, 30 or 30.
Who's that speaking?
Zion Davis.
Zion Davis, very good, Zion. Very good, Zion. Stevania Rule, you have to redo your quiz. Jerusalem, excellent job, Jerusalem. Randolph Bethel, please redo your quiz. Wizalette,
Good night.
please
Good
redo the
night.
quiz. And Zion Neely, excellent job. Tavari Musgrove, redo the quiz, please.
Good night. Good night,
Good
Miss
night.
Padilla.
Ajani, redo your quiz. Where's Ajani?
Good night.
Ajani, redo your quiz. Ralph, excellent job. Alora, excellent job. Tanaya, excellent job.
Good night.
Good night.
Miss-
Good night. Shanair, excellent job. Kanan, very good. Excellent. 30 out of 30.
See you tomorrow by God's grace.
Yes, yes. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Good
All right.
night.
Good night. Good night. Have a wonderful night. All right. Janae Williams, excellent. Excellent, Janae. Shavette Harris, excellent. Daxia Smith, excellent.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night. All right. Destiny Johnson, excellent job, Destiny. Tavara, you have the Tavara, you have to redo your quiz. Vanessa Hunter, you have to redo your quiz. Genesis, excellent job, Genesis. Dejon
It just not
Curry,
redo it.
Dejon Curry. Tavara, you have to redo it. You got a 21. You have to redo it.
Oh my.
Mhm. All right, Ajani. Good, Ajani, very good. I need you to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, Ajani. I need you to do. All right, thank you, Ajani. Very good. Stevania Rule, excellent job. Lanaya Marshall, once you finish with your work, you can leave. Again, Lanaya, once you finish with your work, you can leave.
I know I was still, writing the notes.
Are you finishing? All right, no.
Right.
Okay, no problem. Once you finish with the notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night. Good night.
with the other words in the chat, we didn't give us much like information. Like we didn't put an example and everything like that.
Yes, I know, because I didn't have enough space on my board. But once we go over it, once we go over it again, then we'll get some. I'll be able to give you some more examples on it. All right.
Okay, yes, sir. Because I don't remember. I don't even remember all the different ones there are.
All right. What now?
All right. Very good, Davari. Excellent job. Excellent job, Davari.
Good
Janelle.
night.
Good night. Very good. Condoleezza.
Good night.
Good night. Wizlet, very good. Very good. Janelle, very good.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night, good night, good night. Good night, good night, good night. All right. Vanessa, you still working on it? Oh, yes, you are. Okay, no problem. All right. So the rest of you, make sure to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And then we can move from there. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Bye-bye. Calvin, you have a question?
And the last
The last one, okay.
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
So you said so it's Sunday's class, right?
Sunday, yes. Sunday at 6.
Okay, so that's okay.
That's face to face. All right.